Today, I'm comparing cheap versus expensive World War II LEGO Soviet Union soldiers. I'm going to be finding out which one will be the better deal to buy. So let's get started. We're starting with the cheap Soviet Union soldier. Here it is in the light, looking really good, and this costs £1. £1 British pound for one soldier, and you get a lovely Car 98. What they didn't really use, but this is what come with it. So this is the whole Lego set I got for this, £1. So we're going to be comparing it on three things: the price, the quality, and comparing it to a real Soviet Union uniform. And the uniform today isn't as good as the one I done on the British soldiers, just because I can't really find the best one. I found a few to compare. So first off, we're going to be comparing the price of it. For £1, ridiculously cheap. There's a little bit of hair, but like you can see, the only thing I'm not 100% with is the color. Like you can see, it's more tanny color than they had, like a more of a olive green sort of color uniform, like the helmet, but still looks really good, and it's printed at the front, not printed at the back or sides, and you got a decent face. There you go. Like you can see, he's got his helmet strap, and he's got eyes in a mouth, and his hands look pretty good quality for £1. So for the price, you can't knock it. 5 stars for that. And now we go quality. And the quality for this, I need to show you this. So if anyone, if you're watching and you have got printed soldiers before, that normally you can see the print and you can scratch it, and normally you would be able to see the scratch marks. But on this, you actually can't. So the print is kind of second to none. So the quality on this is really good. And like you can see, I think I said in my last video, if you did watch that, if you haven't already, check it out after this, comparing World War II British soldiers. And like you can see here, you can see the hand is really good quality too, because you can tell if it's cheap quality because of, you can see if it breaks or whatnot. But putting together, helmet stays on, everything stays on really well. So quality wise, absolutely really good. So now it's time to compare it to the real deal. So let's get the soldier up. So you'll be able to see the Soviet Union soldier there, and I have the Lego soldier on the left. So starting from the bottom, boots. Okay, the boots aren't the most amazing. These are a bit brown here. I'm not 100% sure why they are like that. But like you can see on the trousers, they have a pocket too. And like you can see, they have the straps. The straps are quite good on their chest plate, with like little pockets and a little grenade there too. Like again, the soldier is holding a PPSH. Is actually these soldiers holding a Car 98. What it come with, and then you go up, you can see they have the collars. The collar looks really good on the Lego figure, as it's red, and I have seen red ones before too. So it's actually depends on where the Soviet Union soldiers are actually from, in the sense of they were all around the world fighting in World War II. So there's been different ones. There's ones in where they have more winterized a uniform, or other ones going around kind of when they were in Berlin, where they're in Europe too. So, but it looks really good. The one down thing, and I've said this before, is the color. The color for me is the one what's kind of killing it the most. Like it's that browny color. It just needs to be a bit darker, but if the color was different, this would be an amazing figure for £1. But then you look at it in the sense of, do you just go for a cheaper soldier anyway, because of when you're building a World War II mock, you can buy more of them, and that's sometimes the more, even if it's ones where you can have like kind of a pretending to be dead, or they're like kind of cut into bits, or if they're needing need to see medical advice or anything like that, would be really cool to have these. So I always find the cheap soldiers are absolutely amazing, because of everyone needs them. If anyone says they don't, you do, because when you're building Lego blocks, or if you're doing stop motion, you need the cheaper figures, because you can't be spending out a ridiculous amount of money for one figure when you think that one figure in that scene isn't going to be that important compared to just having one. If you had a load of them all moving at the same time and all shooting, it makes it really good. And then the other thing too, buying a PPSH, if you had to, you can buy them separately, but it comes with a Car 98, £1, absolute bargain, really good deal in my opinion. Really chuffed with it. I'm definitely going to be using it. So let's get on to the expensive one, and then we compare them both at the end to see side by side what they look like. And now for the expensive one. Here it is. This expensive one was actually £5 from an Etsy shop, and it looks amazing here. Look at this. I can't tell you enough. The colour, the detail too looks really good. So we're going to compare it on the same three things. So that's a kind of a 360 of it, and then we're going to go over it. So first off, let's start detail. The detail is really good. We have a PPSH, what to me is really cool in the sense that, let me show you this. It's brown and black, so it's painted right, so it's not all just fully black. What's really good. So let's put that to the side. And then you have the color. The color is amazing. It's that kind of olive greeny there. And then let me give you a little bit of a close-up here. If you can see, there's like a texture. You can kind of see a suede texture on this, on the trousers and the top there, and the arms. You got it too. So you got that suede texture look, what is really second to none. And then you have the gloves too. And then you see on the face, you've got like the kind of, I don't know, balaclava they call it. So really good soldier here, really nicely printed. And then let's go around and see the quality of it. So on the sides, you've got your arms, you've got your stripes down there, got your cuffs there. And then you got the back, you have a little canteen and a little pouch. And then they have that, I don't even know what this is called, the thing they would have swayed round, and I think this is when it was colder, like you can see. And then again on the side looks good. And then the helmet too, you can see this guy's been through it. It's the shape helmet of the Soviet Union shape for the helmet, but it's been scratched up, it's been probably dropped in the mud or anything like that, but looks incredible. I'm literally gonna give this full marks for the detail on this. The detail is so good, literally second to none. And now we go for the price. £5 for this for one figure. Yeah, it's a bit of an ask, but if most of the times when you're buying soldiers like this, for me, and I do have an Etsy shop myself, that normally I'll bulk these together, so there'll be a set of 10 and be like a set price, so you get it a little bit cheaper. But if you're buying it separately, where personally you probably don't want to be buying some of them separately, if you buy them in sets of, I don't know, 5 or 10s, whatever you can get, like a little set, you'll be able to get really good savings on it, and it will look epic. So now let's compare it to a real Soviet Union soldier. With the Soviet Union soldier, so let's start at the bottom. We have the black boots, same boots as we got, maybe not as high, but it's Lego legs, so they're a little bit smaller, so we probably take that. And then they got the pockets at the front too, and then you come up and then you have the belt. They have the belt, the soldier has the belt. Then they have the packets too, or parcel bits, what the soldier has too. And then it has this kind of lasso thing round him, and then you have the buttons, and then the collar too, the Soviet Union kind of look there. And this guy's got a balaclava compared to the other guy, but I have seen Soviet Union photos and they all do have balaclavas when it's winter time. And then you got the helmet too. The helmet shape is really cool. The Soviet Union's had a different helmet. Most of them all had different helmets in World War II, having different kind of features for each of them. And the Soviet Union soldier here has the same look as the Soviet Union World War II real soldiers. And then again, color second to none. Is really kind of spot on what you're looking at. These are amazing. I don't know if anyone has watched any of my videos before. If you have, I have put these in a World War II Lego mock before, and trust me, they're so nice, especially with the PPSH2. I love this gun. If you did play Call of Duty when you was a kid or anything like that, Call of Duty World at War, you would know this is the goated gun. And yes, PPSH was one of my favourite guns in Call of Duty Zombies and Call of Duty World at War, and it was a goated gun, and I'm buzzing that I can buy one with a soldier looking epic. So now let's compare them together side by side and decide which one I would buy again. Okay, here they are, cheap on the left and expensive on the right, and you can tell that the one on the left is cheap and the one on the right is expensive, in the sense of just the detail too, even the face detailing, in the sense that you've got that kind of wrinkles there, and this guy's just happy. When, you know, I don't think there was a lot of Soviet Union soldiers who was happy, but trust me, it is really cool. The one thing I didn't mention before is that they had the cheap one has the same shaped helmet, maybe a little bit more shiny, but that's where you can see it's the type of plastic they've used. But trust me, I really think both are really cool. The front bit on here kind of pops a little bit more, but if it had the same color, maybe you would probably prefer to go for maybe the cheap one. But because of the expensive one is so good quality and all the detail it has, I would go for the expensive one. And if you haven't already guessed it, if you do want to check out where to buy these, click on the link in the description, go over to my Etsy shop and use code YouTube for 10% off. And trust me, you can buy them, you can message me on there, we can make some deals, and it'll be great. So definitely go over there, grab yourself a set of the cheap ones or the expensive ones, and before they sell out, because stock is very limited at the moment because of I am doing a restocking at the moment. So definitely check them out if you can, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.